Hi everyone, welcome to the Barbuto Family channel. Today we're going to do a day in the life of a lawyer video. It's a Friday. I have a packed schedule today and we're going to end with a bang in Miami as we meet some friends for dinner. So right now it is 6 a.m. and I just started Orange Theory Fitness. It's kind of a New Year's resolution. Orange Theory Fitness, for those of you guys who don't know, is a fitness center really that focuses strictly on cardio. I think that the treadmill and the rowing machines, those are really the predominant exercises of Orange Theory. And I love it because every time I leave, I'm like soaking wet, and I definitely need that right now. So let's go do that. And then I'll just, I have to bring the kids to school, and we'll just take you through a typical day of a lawyer, but not just any lawyer, the lawyer. Woo! Man, that was a good workout, guys. Now I'm heading home and I'm gonna wake up the kids. Leo, Sofia, it's time to wake up for school! All right, we got the little babies up. Now they're gonna make an appearance and say good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Today it's Friday and we're going to go to school. And after school, our friend Melania's coming over to our house. And we're going to have a play date. And 4 days, my friend Lucy's coming over. It's Sophia's friend, and Lucy's sister has a sister who's 5, and I'm 5, and Lucy is 3, and Sophia's 3. So I'm going to play with Lucy's sister, and Sophia's going to play with Lucy. Yeah, also, we have to get a pink dress like Lucy, like me, like a different dress with a pink dress like Lucy and me. To match the cells, we need a rainbow one for Lucy, we need a rainbow dress for Lucy, and a pink dress for Lucy and me to match together.
All right, guys, so we're on our way to school now, and Leo is back there doing what he does every morning on his way to school, and that is play Call of Duty on his iPad. Leo, show everybody what you're doing. Nice. And Sophia's also doing what she does every morning, and that's putting on lipstick. Sophia, show everybody your lipstick. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to be in school in a little while. This is Friday. Sophia, are you going to play with your friends today?
Yeah.
And who is your best friend in school?
Lucy.
Lucy is? And what about you, Leo? Who's your best friend?
Sophia Meredith?
Sophia Meredith is? Okay. Well, we have a fun day ahead of us, guys. I'll see you at the office. Welcome to my office. We have so many things to do today, so I'm going to introduce you guys to different practice areas of law and different things that we do as a general practitioner. But before we get started with that, I have to start off with my morning cafe. Ah, yes. Very good, very good. Before we jump into the law work, I want to introduce you guys to Remarkable. I just purchased this, and I actually saw a colleague using this at a deposition where I wrote to her after. I said, what is that cool device that you were using? What this is is a notebook. And here's your pen. And here we go, watch this. You can write notes. Okay, but instead of having to tear a piece of paper out and put it into the physical file or put it into your briefcase and risk losing the paper altogether, you can save this document to a file in here, and you can like literally have thousands and thousands of pages of notes. So I can separate them and categorize them by case name or client. As the client comes in, take notes, put it in that client's folder. And I think this is going to be so great for my practice, for organization, for productivity. And today is the first day that I'm actually going to use it. Okay, so moving along. So I have a general practice here in South Florida. My practice areas are predominantly probate, wills and trusts. I do litigation. I do family law, and I do a lot of things in the equestrian community here, equestrian related legal issues. So I'll talk a little bit about everything today, but let's talk about probate. What is probate? Well, typically if someone passes away and that person owned an asset and that asset was titled only in the person's name, then the question is, how does it get to their beneficiaries or heirs? It gets there through the probate process, because we would have to file a petition with the court. The court would evaluate the last will and testament of the deceased person and decide if it's an acceptable last will and testament. And then an executor or personal representative, as we call it here in Florida, they would be appointed, and the administration of the estate would begin. That's probate. So we have a couple probate cases to work on today. We also have to do some trust administration. What trust administration is rather than going through probate, an individual may choose to set up a trust to avoid the probate process. And so I have a number of clients that have passed and their heirs have retained me to assist with trust administration. So it's similar to probate administration, except there is no court involvement, but a lot of the same formalities are followed, because we have to obviously be very transparent for the beneficiaries before we make distributions, pay debts, things like that. Other projects is prior to a person passing away, they're going to want to do their estate plan. So most of my clients actually do revocable trusts, but some of them want a traditional old-fashioned last will and testament, so I'll prepare those. So that's other things I have to do today. There's always so much to do here, but I have to prioritize them based upon A, do I have the client coming in my office today? B, are there any deadlines? Okay, if particularly if I'm involved in a lawsuit, there are court deadlines or discovery deadlines. So that's some, I'm going to do some litigation work today as well. For example, if we serve a request for information, sometimes in a particular lawsuit, you'd want information from the other side, so we can serve them interrogatories or requests for production, where we say, answer these questions or provide me this information. And once I serve a formal notice of that, they have 30 days to respond. And similarly, they can do it to me as well. And so when I get the request, I have 30 days to respond. So we also have to make sure that we get that information out by the deadline. All right, guys, so the first thing that I'm going to do today is prepare an agricultural classification application. Here in the state of Florida, if a property owner uses the property for an agricultural purpose, then the property appraiser will classify the property as agricultural, and then the property owner will get a significant tax break each year. Here in Wellington, Florida, which is also known as the equestrian capital of the world, there are a number of equestrians that have fantastic farms. They have great horse operations, and fortunately for them, the breeding and stabling and boarding of horses will qualify as agricultural. So for the equestrians, they like to have their properties classified in that manner to receive the tax break. So I am going to prepare this application for a client, and basically we have to prove to the property appraiser that the property really is being used for agricultural purposes, because in the past people have applied, but they haven't really met that threshold to prove that they really have such an operation on their property. So we have to really prove it to the property appraiser. They're going to come out at some point and they're going to inspect it to see if it's really true. And so that's my job to make it to show the evidence. So we have these applications approved. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. Stay tuned. Okay. So, a question that just came in that I have to address is I have a client that is purchasing a property, and the property owner is foreign. And so when a purchaser purchases a property from a foreign person, there is something called FIRPTA. And the FIRPTA rules say that the buyer has to hold back 10%. The buyer has to submit it to the IRS, and I think the reasoning behind it is the IRS wants to make sure that the seller is responsible for the payment of taxes. And the US, could think of it as, if it's a foreign buyer and the foreigner gets this money in whatever country, they're never gonna pay the United States. So that's why this law requires the buyer to send that 10% to the IRS, which the seller can seek return of it if their tax liability is not as much, but it forces them to do so, and it allows the U.S. to be in control of this money. So it actually ensures that the taxes are paid. So that's one thing that I have to deal with right now. I'm trying to share this information with you guys, but at the same time not provide too much information, because one of the great things about the practice of law is there is this confidentiality between the client and the lawyer, and it's a sacred confidentiality right in the United States, and it's designed to promote frank and truthful discussion between lawyer and client, and it also is so secure that it can never be forced out of a lawyer, the information that was provided to them by the client. So it definitely is an important protection for the clients. And what I'd love to share everything with you guys, it's important that I not, but I can be very generic and creative in how I express certain things to you.
6.5 hours later.
I started writing on my yellow notepad, but then I realized I don't write on yellow notepads anymore. I only write on my remarkable notepad, which, by the way, I did use several times today, and I find it super convenient. So, welcome back. It has been a very long day today, and besides the fact that my accountant stopped by and then my mother stopped by to give me all of her assignments, I did have a number of meetings, a number of emails come through, and I just want to share with you some of the things that I did today. In case you're interested in the life of a lawyer, the life of a solo practitioner here in South Florida. So we talked a little bit about probate earlier. Probate order came in, officially opening an estate, so I had to get that to the client, talk to the client about the next steps. I do have a client that passed recently, and she made me the administrator of her estate. And so one of my responsibilities is to sell her home. And so I've been dealing with prospective purchasers and trying to get that property sold. You know, so these were some examples of the work that I did today. It seems like a lot of real estate issues, and real estate is not the main area of my practice, but today I seem to be flooded with real estate related issues. At some point I did put that aside and I had some fun where I looked up what restaurant we're going to go to tonight in South Beach. And I did find what appears to be a very nice restaurant, Italian restaurant of course, called Osteria del Teatro. And it's been around for many years. There were a lot of other restaurants that were totally booked, but this one looks promising. So I can't wait to go down to Miami for dinner while I introduce you guys to my friends. So stay tuned. We have about another 45 minutes until it's 5, and we'll head home. Talk to you soon. Just got home, time to check on the kids. Dada's home! Where's everybody? Dada's home! Are you hiding? I'm doing a video. Were you hiding from Dad there?
Guys.
Where's Melania?
Oh, she left.
Oh, she left already?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what do you want to say?
I want to say, guys, so we're watching TV now.
Okay, so Grandma just arrived to take the kids. And what are you going to do tonight?
I'm going to play tennis.
You going to play tennis?
On my Nintendo Switch.
Okay, at Grandma's house?
Yeah, and I have a new booster in Grandma's car.
That is awesome.
But it's a back booster, so it's not like a booster. It's also a car seat, but it's a booster.
That's awesome. Okay. All right, cool. Well, hi everyone. We're finally in the car going to Miami, and the kids are with my mom. They're having a ball. Leo is practicing his new tennis game on the Nintendo Switch, and Sofia, of course, is playing with her makeup. Yep.
They had a play date today at home. They had a lot of fun.
Leo told everyone that this morning.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he was very excited for the play date today.
All your secrets, but you tell me stupid lies. Oh, you think you can escape.
All right, we made it to beautiful South Beach. Check it out, guys.
You can fake it through the ceiling to the rooftops while I'm leaving. You're my greatest.
Guys, we made it to the restaurant. We're here sitting at Osteria del Teatro right here. And these are our friends. This is my friend Dave here. This is Jillian, Elena, and Rovena. Okay, so waiting for the waiter to come over so we can order some delicious Italian food. So stay tuned. What do you see these dishes come out?
Cheers. That work. Chin chin. Chin chin. Bottoms up. Nowhere bottoms up.
I will bring you more glasses.
No, I think that's good. 4 is good.
4 and 5.
Yes.
I bring you 4 and
4 is perfect.
How do you like it?
It's delicious. Strawberry. The strawberry hookah.
No, it's watermelon.
Watermelon? No, strawberry and watermelon hookah. It goes down smooth.
That's perfect. And then maybe one more glass. And can we also get another bottle of water? Sir?
Well, guys, dinner is over, and we had a fantastic evening. Thank you for watching the day in the life of the lawyer. We're gonna take a stroll in Miami Beach. You can see
That's the beach over there.
The beach is over this way. It's all dark. You can't see
Dark
anything.
now.
There you go. And it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're exhausted, and we're gonna
Can't
go
wait
to
to
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, we're gonna head back to the hotel, which is 2 blocks that way. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you Subscribe to the Barbuto Family channel for more videos, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Ciao.
Ciao.